So, hopefully, how's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little video for you. This is just a preview of the game tomorrow, just giving my thoughts and opinions and lineups and all that sort of stuff, and go through all the latest team news and injuries and all that kind of thing, with the latest, evening's news, just to cap off the evening with, hopefully, with a good idea of what we're going to go into this for the game tomorrow, shaping up like. So, thank you everyone for joining us at the start of this stream. Do us a massive favour as per usual and smash that like button on it. Give it a cheeky little Cantona Kung Fu kick right at the start of this video. And also give it a share around the internet, the interwebs, wherever you want. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, OnlyFans and all that. So do give it a share out there. Everybody please do. And also get involved throughout the show. We want to hear from you in the live chat, so do have your say. Lily Gamer, how you doing, you absolute legend? Thank you so much. I look forward to that later. Yeah, we're doing a FIFA stream later. Absolute legendess. Thank you so much. She says Coutinho will score against you guys. I mean, I'm not too worried about that guy right now. I mean, yeah, he is a good player. But, I mean, he's just come in. This is going to be his first game, so I'm not expecting him to absolutely set the world alight, to be fair. He's coming into a new team. We're getting to it. But Kingslayer, Charlie Pritchard, Steve Hall, everyone, thank you very much for joining. Hit the like and get yourself involved. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button so you can get involved in the chat. And have your say, of course. We'll get into predictions and all that sort of stuff shortly. But right now, I just want to talk about, obviously the last game against Aston Villa was absolutely shite from Man United's point of view. Really, we played like a bunch of minnows sitting back in that second half, like we were the away team and we were the smaller team of the two. Whereas in fact, Aston Villa came to Old Trafford and sort of controlled large portions of that game, had a lot of chances. It was just not a very good display by United. United can't go into this away game against Villa with that sort of same attitude, I don't think, even though this time maybe that sort of attitude makes a little bit more sense. You are the away side at the end of the day. But still, United need to win games. You can't set up to be negative at all, or sit back and welcome the opposition onto you, I don't think. We haven't seen this Gagan style of play from Ralf Rangnick yet. I'm still waiting for it, but I hope we get slightly more from our players tomorrow in terms of trying to play a bit higher up, trying to play a bit more attacking, a bit more aggressive, a bit more in your face with the pressing and that kind of thing. Because the last time out, it was absolutely wank in terms of how much actually, the team really was in the game. We weren't really in the game. We're sort of just hanging on for most of that second half. So very disappointing display. This time it might be even a little bit harder, you could argue, because they've got a couple of new players come in, Lucas Digne and of course Coutinho. These are very, very good. So I mean, fair play. Gerrard's been in there 2 minutes. He's already pulled off a couple of really, really impressive signings there, to be perfectly fair. Those players are going to improve them. So since when we played them last, they may have got a little bit better. But there's always obviously going to be a bedding-in period for these players. I think John McGinn is suspended for the game, I believe. I mean, he's banned, which is good for us, obviously. So, yeah. But other than that, it's going to be probably more of the same sort of team-wise, except they've got a couple of extra players coming in. So, yeah, in regards to how confident we are going into this game tomorrow, we're probably not that confident, if we're being honest. We lost to them in the league earlier on in the season. We just did the business against them in the FA Cup, but really they probably were unlucky not to take that to extra time, if we're being totally honest. They actually were in the game. They were decently, and if anything, they sort of created some good chances and were unlucky. So, yeah. So I'm not feeling overly confident, guys, I'll be honest. But I feel like we're gonna get the job done. I feel like we should be beating Aston Villa away from home here. Anything less than a win, obviously, is a massive blow for us. We're in 7th place right now. I mean, Brighton are 3 points behind us, for fuck's sake, guys. Brighton! The Seagulls are 3 points behind Manchester United right now. Wolves are 3 points behind Manchester United right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to start winning games and getting up the league. Otherwise, we're going to be finding ourselves in a really tough battle for top 4 and losing out to some bloody melt clubs like Spurs and Arsenal. So we've really got to do our due diligence in this game. Make sure we go there with an attacking vibe. Go there, get the game won. Stop. I don't want to see us fanning around anymore, playing any sit-back counter football, even away from home against Leicester teams now. When we're supposed to be the attacking team, we need to get at them and attack. We need to go there with an attacking approach and try and score many goals. I don't want to see us sit back and play a counter-attacking style, to be perfectly honest. It's an away game, I get it, but it's not going to work for our team. We're inviting that pressure onto us. We look rubbish when we do it. I would rather see us be a lot more gung-ho, to be honest, and try and score goals and win the game. I hope Rangnick's got that mentality too. We'll have to wait and see. But so far, you have to say the way he's set his team up lately has just been as negative as ever, really. It's not this Gegen pressing style yet. I get it. Maybe it's not got the personnel, but we want to see it, don't we? We want to see a little bit more. So I want to see us go there with the mentality of attacking, getting at them, creating chances, scoring goals, and trying to best them, trying to beat them. We're fucking Manchester United. We're getting outplayed by Villa, setting up like a bunch of fucking minnows at Old Trafford. For what? For what? I mean, it was a pathetic second half performance last game out. If that happens again, if we play anywhere near that standard, then we're going to get battered, I think, because Villa, they might be buoyed by a couple of new signings. They know they can do well against us as they created chances last week. Nobody's scared of us again right now. They're not scared of us. We're coming into their backyard now. They're not really scared of us. So they will feel like they can get something from the game. United need to convince them otherwise by turning up, wanting it more than them as well. We've seen a bunch of fannies in terms of our performance of players this season and recently in the last couple of games. People like Marcus Rashford, where's the effort levels that we want to see? Bruno Fernandes, as good as he is, as hard as he tries, he's been totally ineffective. We've got to see better performances from some of our players if they're going to play tomorrow. Oh, so let's talk about Ralf Rangnick, what Ralf Rangnick had to say. So, Ralf Rangnick has revealed team news for the game, in regards to Harry Maguire, Phil Jones, Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo. They've all been back in training, obviously, this week after being absent from the FA Cup game last time out. But Luke Shaw, Scott McTominay, obviously, they are not available for the game due to one-match suspensions they must serve for getting 5 yellow cards in the Premier League. So they're out. Obviously, Paul Pogba's still out. He's continued to be injured probably for the entirety of that January transfer window before moving on a free to PSG. And this is what Rangnick said about the likes of Maguire, Phil Jones, Sancho, etc. He said, I think they will be available when asked about the news on the players and Ronaldo as well. He said they only trained yesterday for the first time. Cristiano yesterday, Harry the day before yesterday. We have to wait for the final session this afternoon. But as it seems right now, they should be available for tomorrow. So, yeah, I mean, these players could come back in. We're going to talk about who could play at centre-back in a moment. But obviously, Gerrard's got Philippe Coutinho on loan from Barca. He's got Lucas Digne in from Everton. It's going to be interesting. They're obviously going to look a little bit better than they did last time out, if you ask me. Because Coutinho is a danger man. He is obviously a very good player. So it's going to be difficult to know exactly how he's going to be used. Also, like, he's just come in. Gerrard's only just come in as manager. Somebody's going to have to pocket him. Let's hope that, like, Fred can do a mint job of pocketing Coutinho tomorrow because we need him to. In regards to Telles, obviously Telles is going to be coming back into the side because Luke Shaw is injured. Sorry, not injured, suspended, I should say, off, after getting those 5 yellows. So Alex Telles comes back into the lineup. And that's good. I mean, he's obviously looked pretty decent for us under Rangnick, but again, not spectacular. I think Luke Shaw's looked more solid last couple of games since he's come in. So, maybe it's not the most welcome of returns, but it's good that we got a little bit of competition at left back there for those spots and those spaces to try and actually, get that competition, get that fucking... We need a bit of actual guile in the team, We need people fighting for these places, fighting for the shirt. So, I don't mind the fact that we got a couple of left-backs there that are sort of being chopped and changed. Then again, Luke Shaw's suspended, so if he wasn't, he'd probably be in there. Right, okay, so also we got Informazione, just quickly in regards to, this isn't about starting tomorrow, but Ralf obviously did talk in his press conference about Dean Henderson, and he says that he hopes that fantastic Dean Henderson will stay at Manchester United. He said, I told him that I'd like him to stay because he's a fantastic goalkeeper. In training yesterday, he had another couple of fantastic saves. I really like to have him on board as one of 3 top goalkeepers. I can fully understand that he wants to play because he's in an age where as a goalkeeper, he should regularly play. On the other hand, we are still in 3 competitions. We need the 3 goalkeepers we have right now. So sort of hinting to the fact that maybe we'll be playing him in different competitions, though we saw the FA Cup game the other day against Villa and he didn't play him. He says, I told him that, but I can also, on the other hand, understand his desire to get game time elsewhere in the Premier League. So, there may be still an option for a loan move here, but it seems like Rangnick wants to keep him. He wants to have him for that depth. The only concern, obviously, is he's not going to get much game time. No, what? I'll just ask the live chat really quick, guys. So tomorrow, I guess there's an outside chance after you've heard what Rangnick said here that he might give him a chance, but De Gea's been such on form this season. You can't drop De Gea. He's our best player this year, and that's what's keeping Henderson out the side. So I'll ask you guys in the live chat, who would you start in the game tomorrow? I mean, De Gea's had a great run in the team. Maybe he could do with a game off, which is not going to hurt, but I just don't really see the benefit of it. You want De Gea playing because he's your most informed goalkeeper doing the business. So I'll ask the live chat, who would you like to see start tomorrow, De Gea or Dean Henderson in between the sticks? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Aaron Agnew, what's going on, Aaron? He says De Gea. We are Social Media FC, says Sasha Gubic. Well, unfortunately, we're not that far off, are we? We've got a bunch of prima donna meltbags who are better on social media than they are on the pitch. De Gea says Gungshi, what's good there, Gungshi Leone? You legend. Danny loves chess, says Coutinho. Henderson has 0 chances, JRB. De Gea, no doubt. Yes, De Gea. Absolutely, guys. Thank you, Vincent, Kingslayer, Johnny, Philip, Madhouse. There you go. So there's no way that Dean Henderson plays, really. I mean, yes, okay, you do have lots of competitions, but he's not going to chuck him in there for a Champions League game against Atletico Madrid. He's not going to chuck him in there in these Premier League games, I don't think. So really, that only leaves the Cup. And the other day, he didn't play him in the Cup. So yeah, as much as he says this, and as much as he's like, yes, I want to have the depth, again, he says, on the other hand, he understands his desire to get game time. So if there's a suitable offer that comes in this January transfer window for Dean Henderson to either go on loan or with an option to buy, or maybe without an option to buy, or maybe just a transfer offer, but I doubt that, then maybe they'd let him go. It sounds like that's probably the situation as it is. So there's just, he is available to play. He is contracted to Manchester United. If no offers come in, if there's nothing suitable for a loan, then I guess there's not much that anybody could do about it. So there you go. But De Gea, definitely number one choice. Let's talk about these centre-back positions then, guys. So Phil No Bones Jones is a man after my own heart after that performance he had the other day. He was rested in the last game, that's right, not dropped. He was rested in the last game for this one. No, in all honesty, look, we've heard from Rangnick that Maguire only started training a couple of days ago. But I've got a feeling he's going to put that absolute big human slab right back in the team tomorrow. So I'm just going to tell you right now, here is my team lineup, guys. This is what I sort of think is potentially going to be the team tomorrow. I mean, there could be, some changes. I just got a feeling, Greenwood might be in there instead of Sancho. I don't know why. I've just got a little feeling in the loins. Matic and Fred, I've got in the midfield. McTominay's banned. Tellez, Maguire, Varane, Wan-Bissaka. We've heard that Dallow's got a little bit of a knock. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka might be starting in this one. De Gea in goal is what I'm thinking. So it's the German penis formation here, as you can see. Eine Großpimmel formation here. Eine Schwanz formation. And that's what we're going for. Hopefully it's going to be penetrative, So I've gone for Ronaldo coming back into the side. Obviously, we've heard he's only had a day's training. He's a fucking Rolls Royce. Get him out there. He's a thoroughbred. Get him out there whenever he's fit and available and wants to play, which is all the time because he's the GOAT and he's got the best attitude out of any of these shite players, to be honest. So get him straight back in the team alongside Mr. Edinson Cavani El Matadore, because El Matadore is a driving force in this team. And if he can get into some good form, build a decent partnership with Ronaldo, do some of the dirty work, some of the dog work, etc. for the team, then I think he's going to benefit everyone. So Cavani is a great player still, so I'd go just as many times as you can play Ronaldo and Cavani together at the top of the pitch. I would do that because they're both very, very experienced and you want your best players playing. Hey, we got a super chat here, a $5 Aussie Dozzy dollar super chat. G'day, mate, from down under. It's Man United Hodge getting in here. G'day, you absolute non-Drongo, non-Bogan legend. What's going on? He says, oh, g'day, mate. This is who we all want to see. The Go Piggy. Hey, what's going on, Man United Hodge? How you doing there? Thank you very much for joining us, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining us, getting in here, Man United Hodge. Get in there. Can we all get a cheeky little super chat in the live chat? Appreciate you, Hodgie. Get in there. What are you referring to, lad? No, it's great to have lots of different people on here with different opinions and stuff. But thank you, Man United Hodge. I appreciate your welcome back there, lad. Excuse me. Gungshi getting in here with a super chat as well. Thank you, Gungshi. He says, I'm still trying to wake up. It's 5:40 a.m. here. My prediction is 3-1 to United. Got to get it right sooner or later. P.S. Fuck that slab. Gungshi, thank you so much for getting in here with that. Guys, let's get another little cheeky in there. Thank you, Man United Hodge. I appreciate you. Chrissy J, what's good as well. Gungshi, thank you very, very much for that, dude. That's very, very kind. Right, so we've got this German Schwanz formation here, which we are playing. I've gone for Matic and Fred in the centre. Let's just talk about the centre-backs for a second. Let's just talk about Slabby Maguire, right? And this is one of the biggest contentious points of the position for the team tomorrow, really. Is Slabby Maguire going to come back into this team? Should he come back into this team? Yes or no? Let me know your thoughts. My personal opinion is absolutely bloody not, mate. He's such a gash player. And also in terms of we've talked about this, haven't we? About the captaincy. Has Ralf Rangnick had the conversation? We've seen recently, obviously, Ronaldo had the armband. Maguire's not been playing. And I prefer somebody like him to have the armband all day long over somebody like Slabby Maguire. I don't think he has the right attitude. Don't think he's a good leader. Just think he's a bit of a general melt. In all honesty, come on, guys, I don't want to make this about a Slabby hating session again, but fucking hell, this man is the worst captain ever, isn't he? I'd rather have the fucking captain of the Titanic than this fucking guy, mate. You know what I mean? At least he might better cook you a decent fucking fish finger, mate. Oh, no, wait, that's Captain's bird's eye, or whatever, they look fucking similar, don't they? So, either way, I'd rather have him. I mean, he is a gash captain, mate. Captain fucking Kirk. We want Captain Kirk, mate. Some Don captain. Not Captain fucking Burke. We've got Captain Burke right now, mate. Beam me up fucking Slabby. You know what I'm saying, guys? It is depressing, isn't it? It's depressing whichever way you look at it. We have not got a good captain. And if unless we take the armband off of him and give it to somebody else, then the ship's going to go down. We're going to hit the iceberg and we are going to fucking go down because we're accepting a mediocre gash captain as our captain. That's not the way it works. You want the best captain possible, don't you? Don't you? Oh my goodness me. So I say yes. Listen, in my mind, I'm seeing hashtag Jones till the end, says Kingslayer in here. No bones in, says Steve Hall. Absolutely, Jones in. Let's get a hashtag Jones in and let's get some Phil Jones emojis in the live chat. Because he does deserve a chance, I think, over Slabby Maguire based on his commitment in the last game that he played, his heart, his desire, his passion that he showed, which is tenfold of that slab. And yes, okay, he's been out for a while and, he's not exactly had the most confidence, but crikey, I'd rather have a player who's fucking nervous but passionate and giving it their all than somebody that's confident and cocky and arrogant and fucking terrible. So that's sort of my view on the slab and how we should approach it. But, you know my thoughts. Some of you might disagree. Do you think Slabby should still be the captain? Let's ask you. Who should be Man United's captain in the live chat, guys? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. For me, there's only one man that makes truly the most sense, and that is the GOAT. It's Cristiano Ronaldo, a great leader for, his country and all the rest of it. Cristiano Ronaldo, the fucking GOAT. Been at United before, won Ballon d'Ors at United, won Champions League at United, won the lot at United. Is Manchester United through and through in the terms of, knows what the club's about, is professional. You've seen his thoughts the other day. You've seen what he said, saying 6th or 7th is not what he's come for. There's players here that are not basically as professional and carrying their weight as what we got from that. And there's people who are not accepting criticism when they should be accepting of it. And it's a fucking disgrace, as Roy Keane would say. And I'd be throwing punches at them if I was in their room. I wouldn't let them have the coach. So, yeah, definitely Ronnie, says Gungshi. CR7 captain by far, says Kingslayer. Slabby nowhere to hide, says Steve Hall. Well, there's really nowhere to hide with Slabby Maguire with that brain on him. Is there with that dome? Crikey, imagine a Where's, instead of Where's Wally, or Where's Waldo, as you Yanks call it, imagine like a Where's Slabby book. It'd be fucking the easiest find the whatever person book ever. You just open the book, oh, there he is. You can't fucking miss him. So, yeah, don't know about that. Hey, Man United Hodge, thank you so much for getting in here with a $5 Aussie super chat again, mate. Oh, g'day, mate. Thank you so much, you legend. He says, I'd rather Jones, captain, than that useless gas slab. Oh, I know what you're talking about there, Man United Hodge. Oh, tell me about it. Maguire's an absolute bloody bogan, mate. Man United Hodge, get in there. Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, that's a bit of a push, what you just said there, but actually his performance the other day was more befitting of somebody who was more committed to the cause and stuff like that than Slabby. By the way, guys, there's 87 of you legends in here right now. Do us a massive favour. Smash that like on the video. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a share around if you can. That'll help us out loads. Make sure you do smash the like. It's free and it helps us out on the YouTube algo rhythm. And it also helps us compete with some of the clickbaiters, some of the corporations, etc. So if you want to help out, the average channel, the average dude, then smash the like, smash the share, and get involved in the chat as well. Get your thoughts and opinions in. Everybody is welcome to have their say here as well. So, yeah, thank you, Man United Hodge, for that one. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. De Gea, Ronaldo, Jones, says Thugger. Right, okay. Interesting, interesting. Jones gets a shout for captain from some of you guys. I mean, I think that's what's going on now, isn't it? I think to be fair to Ralf Rangnick, he's come in and he has sort of given people a fresh slate in a lot of ways. That's why Jones is even in the conversation of being back in the team, because he gave him a start. He put faith in him. Jones sort of repaid that faith in him, really. Put in a good display. And, yeah, and now he's almost, I wouldn't say resurrected, but he's revitalised Jones a little bit here. Jones has got to come in and keep doing what he's been doing in that one game and be passionate and work hard. I think he'll do that, to be fair, because he's had a bit of a tough time of it, hasn't he, last couple of seasons, last few years. He's almost become a bit of a joke, bit of a meme. And wouldn't it be so amazing if Phil Jones could just have a couple of good seasons? He doesn't have to be Rio, he doesn't have to be Vidic, but just, you know, like we had backups back in the day who were really good players for us. People like John O'Shea, people like Wes Brown. You know, if he could emulate those guys, be a good solid player for us for the next few seasons as a backup, then that's great. But yeah, again, I don't think Phil Jones is the answer long term. But in this game, I would much rather see him in than Slabbington Maguire. 100%. 100%. German penis formation out, says Edgar. Oh, yes, Edgar. You bring up a great point. I don't like this formation either, bro. I'd like to see United playing a 4-3-3. Something similar to the Scousey Aries, as I keep going on about. But I would like to see us play that sort of system. Unfortunately, we're not playing that. I don't think we've got the right sort of players for this system either as well. You need that. I think you need a good mixture of mobility, but also control with the ball, composure, good passability in the centre of the park, which I think we've got in some areas, but not in others. So it's not great. I mean, if you look at let's just talk about the actual chance of United winning for a second here and get into score predictions and stuff, because, you know, I do think we'll win the game. I'm going for 2-1. Get your score predictions in there. But what I will say is, you look at the team, it's a misfiring team. It's disorganised. The players haven't performed recently well. The manager's obviously struggling to get the best out of them as well, and we can't really see any change in the system yet. It's just sort of going back to Ollie ball. So, yeah, they're just misfiring. They're disjointed. You know, you've got struggling players in there too. Bruno Fernandes is struggling. Ronaldo's struggling because he's not getting the service behind him. And, you know, Greenwood's not bloody passing him the ball. Greenwood's struggling. Cavani last couple of games has not been, you know, as El Matador-ish as possible. So, you know, we've had a lot of struggling players in the team, and we've got no confidence at the moment. We're going away to Villa, tough game. They would have gained confidence from that loss, believe it or not, that they can get something in this game. So they did lose, but they would have gained a bit of confidence that they could upset us tomorrow. So that's my concern. It could be a tough game. I'm going for 2-1. I think, especially with the human Slabby Maguire, if he's going to come back into the team being in there, I think we concede. So definitely they're going to score. But I'm going for us to outscore them. I'm going for a Ronaldo brace set up twice by Mr. Eddie Cavani. That's what I'm going for. That's my prediction. They call me Mystic Pig because I predict these things. So, yeah, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for 2-1 to United. Ronaldo with a brace. Cavani with both the assists. And that's a job of good one, really. But I do think that we'll concede a goal. And it'll probably be an absolute defensive gash up. Probably involving the human Slabby Maguire. Yeah. That's what I think. Get your scores in. So, 1-1 says Kingslayer. Hey, Vutinator, what's going on, broski? 1-0 says Playmaker. Aaron Agnew says 2-1 to United. Yep, going the same one as me. Steve Hall thinks the reverse, 2-1 to Villa. Looks like a German gun without bullets and proper triggers, says Josh. Good evening there, Disco Dave. How are you doing, boss? Great to see you, my man. 3-1 says Gungshi. We've got to improve at some point, says Gungshi. Oh, yeah, you know, it's a long time coming, mate. We have been shite for too long. We've got to have that really potent performance at some point. I agree, like where we just turn up and it all clicks. Surely that's got to happen at some point. It's weird. It's really weird that the first day or the first game that he was here, we performed so well. And then since then, we just sort of haven't even met those levels at all. And even in that game, we just didn't have any chance or ability to change anything up, really. Just the fundamentals, which was enough in that game. Maybe it's down to these bollocks players as well, being lazy bastards again. And it's just like, oh, right, Ollie's gone now. Right, let's play. Maybe that was it. Maybe that's the reason that Crystal Palace game was so good. But Something going on there. 4-1, says Vincent Buller. Get in there, Vinny B. Philip Chapman thinks 3-2 to United. The Vutinator says 1-0. Kay Slater, what's going on, you bloody legend? Great show earlier, by the way, my son. Thank you for coming on the show. Kay Slater absolutely bossing it. Let's get some love hearts in there for Gerrard there. He says, I went with the 1-1. I went with a 1-1 in the preview, but I'm loving the positivity on our performance. Get in there, Kay Slater 23. I mean, positivity on the performance? What positivity could we take out the last performance? I don't know. McTominay was decent, wasn't he? Maybe, but he's banned for this one. We got Matic and Fred going back in there. Anytime we got a midfield that's got like Fred in there, I just feel very concerned. I mean, Matic is decent enough on the ball, to be honest, but he's slower now. He's not as mobile. Fred's mobile, but he's gash on the ball. I just feel like we might have a bit of what do you guys think about Donny van der Beek coming in the game tomorrow? Because there's a chance Donny plays. Rangnick's talked about him, obviously, in his presser as well, and talked about wanting, him to stay, obviously. And he said it's a similar situation, with Donny as it is with Dean Henderson. It's like these guys should be frustrated that they're not playing, but he wants them to stay so they can get games and they can be part of the squad when he needs them to, and all that sort of stuff, and be professional. But it doesn't mean that he's going to give him a chance in this one. Again, I think he benches him. I think he doesn't start. But let's get a hashtag free Donny in the live chat, because I think I'd rather have Donny van der Beek in the midfield tomorrow than one of those other players. If we had Fred and Donny, I'd feel a little bit more comfortable that we might be able to control things. Or if we had Matic and Donny, same goes for it there. In fact, Matic and Donny, in terms of controlling the midfield with passing ability and just comfort on the ball and not doing anything silly or too erratic and giving it away, that's probably the best bet for a controlled passing midfield. It's not the best bet for a physical pressing midfield, no. But for a sort of sitting midfield, a creative midfield, a passing midfield, it's not a bad idea. So there you go. But let us know what you guys think. Should Donny start tomorrow? G-Wolf United, what's going on, bro? Hope you're going well, bud. Let's get some massive love hearts in there for G-Wolf as well, man. Hope you're resting up well. He's got the vid, so that is bloody nightmare. But yeah, much love to you, G-Wolf. He says, I'm going 3-0. 3-0 would be a nice result, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah, we'd be absolutely loving it if we could pump them up 3-0. That's what we could do with. Disco Dave says, doing great, Piggybit. I'm going 1-1 draw. You want to be positive, but just can't be right now. We have been shit lately. I understand the negativity, man. You can't really predict that we're going to go out there and smash them up based on how we played recently. We played like a bag of shite. If you actually look at how we've performed, and under Rangnick so far, very mediocre and tepid, and hit and miss and all the rest of it, and just gash. So yeah, there's no confidence going into it in my mind either. But we United, my son. We are Man United. We got to believe we can get the job done against shitty Aston Villa, don't we? In all fairness, Villa have lost 4 out of the last 5 games as well, just looking at the form guide, guys. So it's always worth looking at this. Aston Villa, shitty Aston Villa, they lost 4 out of the last 5 games, guys. So their Premier League form is 4 losses out of 6 and 3 losses out of 5. But their overall form in all competitions, including that game that we beat them on, is 4 out of 5, guys. So they're not exactly in a great run of form either. That's what you got to remember. But they will have a bit of confidence, having played us the other day, that they could maybe cause an upset. But let's be honest, they're shite. And Steven Gerrard came in and did it well initially, and he's got some new signings in. But they're not in a good place either, confidence-wise, form-wise. Manchester United's Premier League form, on the other hand, it is a bit better. It's a bit better. We got, in the last 6 games, we got 4 wins, a draw, and a loss. So, again, we a little bit better. Like, surely we've got a bit more about us going into this game than Aston Villa. That's all I'm saying. They do have a couple of X factors or it factors we don't know of yet, like Coutinho coming in this side, obviously, and of course Digne being signed at left back if he's going to come in there. I believe John McGinn is suspended for the game, so correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I did read that earlier. I believe John McGinn is suspended for the game. So I think that's a bit of a plus point for United. Right, okay, so yes, so that's basically the form situation right now for Man United. We're in decent form. Aston Villa looking pretty gash with their form. 4 losses out of the last 5 games. Confidence-wise, we should go in there and win the game. And we've got more better players. We are a better team. But are we a better team? That's what I'm saying. That's the question mark. And not really. If you look at that performance last week, I wouldn't say that we are necessarily a better team. We just got better players within our team. People like Eddie and Ronaldo, of course, and Bruno, and we've got some fantastic players. But are we a better cohesive team? I mean, that's not really the case. Kels, thank you, Kels. How are you doing, you legend? She says 1-1. Yeah, a lot of people in the preview that the guys did earlier said 1-1. And I actually can see why. Yeah, you look at how we performed the other day. That should have probably been 1-1 against them. They beat us last time out in the Premier League, which is a concern also. The game last time out, yeah, so close. They probably had the better of it as well in terms of the play, especially second half. So massive concerns here. What I hope is we just play totally differently, though. I think that's what we have to do. You can't do the same sort of thing as what we did in the last game. They've worked us out already pretty quick. We need to do something different. We need to start pressing higher up. Start attacking more. Even though we're away from home, let's go out there, try and trounce them, win the game, attack them, get in their faces, do what they don't think we're going to do. Let's do that. Thank you, Kels. Get in there, you legend. Clean sheet. We got the last time. Piggy says Madhouse. True. We got a clean sheet against them last time. We won the game. If we start with Trashford and Greenwood, it will be worrying. They are far too selfish. What we need now is to work as a team. No selfishness or we will struggle to finish inside top four, says JRP. Wow, interesting. Okay. Well, I think he's going to drop Rashford, as you can see from my team there. I think he is going to drop Rashford because he's been absolutely Trashford recently, hasn't he? It's got to be said, he's got to be dropped just for his own mental well-being, I think he's playing absolutely gashtastic every single week. You know, sit him down with Sasha Lenz, the psychiatrist, and get to work. Fucking get to work. Get to work on slabbing Maguire at the same time as well. Get out the old Black & Decker drill and fucking work your way into that slab. Diamond tip one you need for that one, for Pete's sake. But anyway, get into it. Get psychiatrist in there. Work on these guys. But also, they need a reality check. You know, Rashford wasn't working as hard as he could have done in the last game. I don't care what anybody says. There's a few instances where he just gave up. You can't do that if you're a United player. You've got to give it your all of the time. And so for that reason, yeah, you've got to be dropped. You can't be looking lazy. You've got to be fighting for it. I agree. Greenwood's not exactly been the best player for the team recently either. Been a bit selfish at times also at times looking nonchalant, a bit lazy. You know, I want to see more. I want to see a lot more from these players. A lot more legs, a lot more running, a lot more effort, a lot more chasing all the balls down, you know. There's players that do it well, you know. People like Edinson Cavani, you look at him, can't really think of one time really in a United game when he's just coming on and stuff most of the time, but I can't really think of one time in a game where he's just like given up. Maybe where he's absolutely shagged out, tired. But other than that, I don't even think then. He's always trying to influence the game. He's always trying to, you know, give it his all. He'll chase down a ball he's got 10% chance of getting. And sometimes he gets it, you know, he does. And that's what you have to do. You've got to play those percentages. And unfortunately, people like Rashford, Greenwood, they're not doing that right now. I think this is what Cristiano Ronaldo is alluding to, you know, some of these younger players. You saw him in that interview the other day on Sky Sports, and he's saying that, you know, some of these younger players, they don't take criticism well. They don't like criticism. When he was a youngster, when the older people criticised you or spoke to you like that, then you listen because, you know, they've been there, they've done that, they're professional, they've got the experience. All these guys are given too much too soon. This new generation of slow fakes wrapped up in cotton wool think they fucking know it all, son. And, you know, they've got the everything at their fingertips. And it's just like, you know, I don't know, they just don't listen. They just don't listen, you know. So I can feel Ronaldo's frustration. I feel the same way about our squad. You know, they all need a reality check. It's almost like they just need to go like the army for a week or something. You know, just go into the army for a week, and this is what life is like for some people now. Be fucking grateful that you're a player for Manchester United and go out there and fucking play your own son. That's all we're asking is to you to play a game of football to your best of your abilities, for Pete's sake. Crikey, we're not asking you to go on some battlefield, stand in a trench and go to war. We're just asking you to play a game of football, so give it your all, you toss pots. That's how I feel about it anyway. Yeah, good comment. Yeah, Jarvis Cox says, great news, McGinn is unavailable tomorrow. We have a chance to win. Yeah, that is a big positive point for us. Josh comments, PSG all-time top scorer is Cavani. He achieved many things there. Yes, Cavani's a beast. Is he their all-time top scorer? How many did Zlatan Ibrahimovic get then? New Rashford contract until 2027 will be signed in the summer, says Playmaker. More than likely, yes. And it's another fine example, just giving these people too much too soon. Hi there, Shazan Ahmed. What's going on, mate? Get in there. And Devils United, thank you very much. There's 100%. Great appearance on the show from Devils United earlier with Kay Slater as well, who's in here. Eddie, Usman, and of course, the Man United Agenda as well. Errol from there. Great show, guys. Thank you very much for that, Devils United. Hope you're good. Robin says, why would you become a footballer and not give it your all week in, week out? Oh, I don't know. Listen, I think that's just a case of life, isn't it? Let's be fair. I mean, who am I to really say? You know, going back in the day, if you look at my school reports, I'd always get C for effort, you know? Always C for effort for most things. So, you know, but I'm not a fucking professional athlete. But some people, you know, I guess they're just like that. You know, for every Cristiano Ronaldo who's super professional, you've got, you know, you're a Ravel Morrison who's not. Or, you know, whatever, for every Roy Keane who's going to be throwing punches at you if you don't do what you should be, you've got, you know, your Adel Terraps who don't really give a fuck. You know, I guess it's just that's life, that's human nature, you know, that's life. But I want to see Manchester United full of a team full of professional players. You know, I think if we were on Football Manager right now and we had like a squad overview and it was saying what sort of personality does the overall squad have, I'd say, you know, like fucking unprofessional / fucking, you know, like prima donna, to be honest. And that's the best sort of rating I could get for it, because there is too many in there that think they're all that, and they've only just started. You got Rashford on a couple $100,000 a week doing piss all. Mason Greenwood is a star boy. He is a great player for a youngster, but he's got to make sure he gets his head nailed on over the next couple of seasons. Otherwise, he's going to just not reach his full potential either. You know, they should be looking at people like Cavani and Ronaldo and seeing how Ronaldo performs and how he works and how he eats and how he trains and how he approaches things and how he speaks. And they should be trying to emulate him as best as they can, because that is the formula for success. And if you do anything other than that, then you're a bloody idiot. And, you know, I see, you know, like earlier on in the season, who remembers that? I can't remember what game it was. People don't like being criticised, do they? Snappy Maguire, he's taking the ball forward, you know, Mason or whoever it was out there on the right wants the ball. They're in space, you know, they're actually an attacking player. Harry Maguire decides to shoot some stupid balloon slab effort from 40 fucking yards out, just goes into the bloody stratosphere. And then somebody says to him, you know, it was Greenwood or someone, they say, oh, what's fucking, you know, pass the ball, I'm right here. And he goes, oh, fuck off. It's like, hang on, Slabby Maguire, mate. Just admit you're fucking in the wrong, mate. Admit you should have played the open pass. Don't have a shot from 50 yards into the fucking top tier stands and then tell your mate to fuck off when you're the captain of the side. You're a prick. Clearly. You can't, you know, you don't get it. You know, you've got to just put your hand up and say, yeah, I just was going to, you know, just trying something there. That's all you got to do. You don't have to, you know, it's just like, where's the understanding of taking responsibility? Take the responsibility, Slabby, you melt. And everybody else, all these other players that are in this side too. Berber, how you doing there? Great to have you in here. What is going on, Berberini? How's your night going? How's your night going? Yes, Berber lad. Hello to you. Get in there, guys. And everybody who's in here right now, there's 117 of you in here. Do us a favor, smash the like. Let's get this video to 100 likes. Smash the like on it. Give it the Kung Fu Cantonara and the Palace fan treatment. And let's be having you. We're nearly there, actually. 71 likes. Let's go. Right. Okay, so yeah, that just really pissed me off, guys, about that, to be fair. You know, talking about it, what you said there. So let's get into this. Actually, this is sort of what we're just talking about. This is quite a good little segue, actually. So reports coming out that Ronaldo stays behind after training to work on his fitness, and he's disappointed and baffled by the fact that more of his teammates do not do that. Like, he goes to the gym, he says apparently Ronaldo, this is just reports from Chris Wheeler, you know, so take it with a pinch of salt, but, you know, Daily Mail or whatever, but Cristiano Ronaldo has complained privately that he is one of the only Man United players who goes to the gym to do extra work before and after training at Carrington, you know, so, I mean, you know, it just goes to show you, if that is the case and there's not people doing extra stuff like they should be, they just don't have the right attitude to be at Manchester United. You know, United, you should not just be there to do the bare minimum. And I bet you it's Slabby Maguire and Luke Shaw. I bet you, there's some lads going down there to the gym afterwards, I'm sure. But I bet you it's Slabby Maguire, Luke Shaw. Instead, they're down the fucking pie shop, aren't they? They're ordering the new fucking Frey Bentos flavour, mate, or whatever. That's what they're doing. They're not interested in doing extra. So, you know, that's just my take on it. I could be wrong, but I'm looking at some of the personalities in the squad. We haven't got a very professional squad, unfortunately. I think there is a bunch of professional players in there, such as the likes of, Cristiano Ronaldo. I think Bruno Fernandes is very professional. Cavani, I think Varane, you know. But we need more of it. We got too many prima donnas. You know, Mason Greenwood is you know, he's still young though, you know, but he's young and he's just young. You know, he's young. That obviously has its own drawbacks in terms of professionalism and stuff. Just he is young and he's immature. You can't really get away from that. But then people like Rashford, he's 23 now. You've got to be more professional. You've got to be giving it your all. So, yeah, very disappointed with just generally how a lot of our players carry themselves at the club, it seems. It seems like we've got a bunch of unprofessional melters, when if we just need a bunch of Cristiano Ronaldo sort of disciples, people at the club who, want to listen, who want to try and learn from the best. People like Rashford. I'm guessing when Ronaldo talks, he's talking a lot about some of the forward players, because he's like, when I was spoken to, I listened, and if he's talking about forward players at United he's playing with, you have to look at the likes of Rashford and Greenwood for these sorts of players you may be talking about, to be fair. So, yeah, very disappointed with the squad. Very disappointed. Hey, Ellie, what's good, you absolute legendess? How you doing? Yes, Rushmana says, Ellie, you legendess. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you for joining us tonight, Ellie, as always. And also, Cool Homies, how you going? He says, sorry, am I invisible or something? I think you might be, Cool Homies. You're blended in there, mate, with a blue spanner. I don't know. Cool Homies, how you doing? Big God Bob as well. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Yeah, do smash the like and subscribe if you're new. So Ronaldo's, not happy about the likes of some of the other players not training as committed as they should. Doesn't surprise me at all. Laurie Whitwell reporting that Phil Jones was more rested against Villa rather than actually being injured. He could come back into the team this weekend. I personally think Maguire will start. Let's just ask the live chat. Let's just say Varane is a shoo-in, because he should be, because I think he has been our best centre-back this season. Who starts alongside him, guys? Let's have a vote in the live chat. Let me know who you would like to see come in and start alongside Slabbington. No, sorry. Raphael Varane. Who would you like to see start alongside Raphael Varane? Let me know in the live chat. I'm all good, thanks, Cool Homies. Yeah, just chilling, mate. Just chilling. Jones needs to be eased in slowly, says Randon Lewis. Oh, that's what she said there, Randon Lewis, mate. Yeah, possibly, but I don't know. I kind of liked his baptism by fire last time, just being chucked in there at the deep end and performing like a don, to be honest. Lewis Starr says, I'd honestly go for Jones. Me too. If Maguire starts over Jones, I'm done with Rangnick, says Hesiwoda Tour. Fair enough. I mean, I sort of understand the frustration, mate, but Jones is not exactly, fucking Vidic, mate. Should he, but let's be honest, Maguire does play for England and stuff. Like, on paper, he should be playing ahead of Jones. On paper, mate, right now, that's all I'm saying. Not in reality, I agree with you. So that's where I agree with you, because I think Rangnick shouldn't be playing Maguire at the moment based on form, how shite he's been this season. And he should definitely strip the captaincy from him. See, that's going to be my biggest thing. If Maguire starts tomorrow, that's one thing. But if Maguire starts with the armband, I mean, it just sets the wrong tone for the performance, I think, just accepting that mediocre slab, leading the side out. So, yeah, I'm going to have to say I sort of agree with you, man. So, yeah, okay, I'm going to get into the live chat now quickly, guys. We've got a bunch of transfer news, which I'm going to get into in a moment also, before we have a Q&A at the end of the video also. But I'm just going to get into the live chat, see your thoughts on the game. So I'm going for 2-1. I think it'll be a tough game. Villa looked good in the last one. We didn't look so good. They're obviously looking like they could probably get something from the game. A draw is quite likely in this one, but I'm sticking with 2-1 because I just think we've got extra quality, and if they turn up like they should, I don't see how we don't win the game. But there you go. UTV, VTID, what's going on? Says thoughts on our signings. Love the content. Keep it up. Thank you very much. So thoughts on our signings. What do you mean? Thoughts on who we should sign this January window? Is that what you mean? Or thoughts on the signings we've made this season? I mean, thoughts on who we should sign. We need a midfielder, don't we, bud? We're shite in that area. That's what we need. Today, obviously, tomorrow, we're not going to have McTominay, who looks okay in last game. We're going to have Fred and Matic or possibly Donny in there. It's not enough. It's absolutely shit. It's absolutely shit. Oh, on Villa's signings. My bad. Yeah. Got you. Okay, so Coutinho and Lucas Digne. Coutinho on loan and Lucas Digne. That is a great signing, mate. Gerrard's done very, very well. And I hate to say, I saw some quotes from Lucas Digne earlier. I mean, this must hurt you, fucking average toffee fan, right? But I saw some quotes from Lucas Digne earlier saying something like, the only reason I joined is because of Steven Gerrard. Something like that. What a fucking absolute turncoat. What a scumbag, mate. Lucas Digne with a scumbag move. But anyway, no, listen. It's a good signing. That's a great signing. It's a good left back. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, good signing. And Coutinho on loan, obviously. I mean, that guy moved for, what was it? £100 million. Not that long ago to Barcelona. He was good in the Premier League as well. That's why he went for that sort of money. So, You know, if he can replicate anywhere near the level of form that he was showing for Liverpool before obviously he was sold, then, yeah, they're going to have a heck of a player on their hands. So, yeah, you got to say that Gerrard's done well getting those couple of guys in. Eddie says, got to love Stevie G. You what, Ellie? He's a fucking absolute melt. Now, you know what? He's one of those. Now we're older and stuff. Now he's, you know, he's just, I don't know, he just seems more respectable these days. I used to fucking hate him, man. But, you know, you've got to respect him, but at the same time, nah, I don't like him. Something about him, isn't there? Hey, what's going on? There he is, man. Solo Tamua. What's going on? The Man United agenda. Yo, how you doing there? Thank you for the great show earlier, Errol. Thank you very much for getting in here, bro. Legend, man. Thank you for the show. Yeah, I was shouting out everyone earlier. Great show that was. Guys, do us a favor. 140 of you in here. We're nearly at 100 likes. Twat that like button on it. You know it makes sense. Right, then I'm going to get into a bit more of the news about the possibility of a couple of players going. Obviously, we talked about Dean Henderson there. There were some reports coming out that Dean Henderson stormed out of a training session and this sort of stuff. We've heard what Rangnick had to say in his presser about him wanting to keep him, but keeping him and selling him, keeping him and obviously being able to are two different things. If the offer comes in for him, then I'm sure they'll accept it, really. If it's a loan offer, a decent offer, they cover his wages, especially if they cover all his wages, which are ridiculously high for a backup keeper. Remember, United have £500,000 a month coming out of the club due to Dean Henderson just being sat on the bench doing nout. So you got to address that, surely. You've got to address that, have a bit of a rebalance, get somebody else paying the wages and playing him and developing for us if we're going to keep him, or just let him go. So obviously Ronaldo in his last interview with Sky Sports, he did say that Rangnick's doing a good job, of course, and he says, I don't want to be here at the club to fight for 6th or 7th or 5th place, he told Sky. I'm here to try to win, to compete, and I believe that if we change our mind, we can achieve big things. So he clearly, doesn't think that this club squad's very professional right now. Rangnick's only just started, but tomorrow, we're going to have to see a reaction from this squad, guys. I want to see proper commitment. I want to see us working harder than Villa. That's where we've been let down last couple of games. The opposition teams are working harder than us. You can't do that when you're United. It doesn't matter how much talent you've got. You've got to work just as hard, if not harder, than the opposition. In regards to Donny van der Beek, the situation with him, no decision made yet. Manchester United on his potential loan elsewhere. Nothing communicated to player/agent. Ralf Rangnick still wants Donny to stay until the end of the season. That's the situation. There are reports coming out that he's been offered to Newcastle United and Dortmund on loan, though. So that is the latest situation with Donny van der Beek. There are rumours, reports that he's been offered to Newcastle and Borussia Dortmund on loan. So we'll have to wait and see what goes on with Donny. If I'm Donny van der Beek, yeah, I'm leaving in this January window. He wanted to leave ages ago, more or less. He thought he was going to leave in the summer to Everton. We decided not to, let him go. And then Ollie didn't play him. He got the hump. He got pissed off. He's thrown his chewing gum out, spat his dummy out, and for all the world to see. And rightfully so, really, because he's a good player and he's not getting any games. If I was him, I'd be pissed off too, because he's just festering away here, not developing, not getting game time, not being able to really get into the Dutch setup because he's just not playing any games. So very disappointing for him. Ralf Rangnick said that he's going to give him some chances, or not, he hasn't actually. He's just said that if he stays professional and committed, he will get opportunities basically. But this is going to be sporadic. So from his point of view, probably a good time to move on and United hopefully get a new midfielder in. Let's have a vote in the live chat, guys. Hashtag keep Donny, hashtag sell Donny. What do you guys think? I just don't ever think he's going to really, really do the business for us, unfortunately. That's it. Because why don't they play him then? Why don't they play him? There's got to be it's got to be something that we don't see going on behind the scenes that is just gash about him. I don't know, maybe he's just too nonchalant, I don't know what it is, but maybe he's not as physical. Maybe Rangnick just wants people who are prepared to put in a shift. I've just talked about running and commitment throughout the game. Maybe that's not him. I don't know. Sell, says Philip Chapman. Sell, says United Fan Info. Keep Donny, says Kay Slater. Yeah. Free Donny, says Josh. Enjoying the vid, says Tala Mohammed. Get in there. Tad Bake says, I think he's gone, to be honest. Keep and play, says Jarhead. Amit Kumar says, sell if he's not played. Keep Donny, says United forever. Nice one, guys. Okay, so it's a bit split. I expected that, to be honest. I still think, he deserves a chance, but if Rangnick doesn't want to give him that chance, what's the point of having an unhappy player here who's just being paid to not play. We might as well get rid of him and cash in. As much as I think he deserves a chance, I don't really understand why he's not had one, but as much as he does deserve one, there's no point really sticking with him if he's unhappy and we're not going to play him. So Samuel Luckhurst reporting this morning that Anthony Martial is allowed to leave on loan this January, provided that United's demands are met, which United want Man United's wages to be totally covered in full, and are also seeking a loan fee of around £6 million. This is what we've heard from Samuel Luckhurst from the Manchester Evening News. And I must say, I find that to be a little bit too much. Like, we can't be asking for money like that for a 5-6 month loan deal here. £6 million, I think it's a bit much when you consider Tony Martial's wages. You want a couple of million, a couple of £1 million, and then get him off the books, pay all the wages, but that's too much. We're going to price ourselves out of the market again, man. Just for a loan move, that seems a lot to me, because he's already on 200k a week or 180k a week, whatever it is. Crazy money. So, there's not going to be too many clubs that are interested in doing that, I don't think. Just my opinion. By the way, Mönchengladbach's director, Eberl, confirms that there are no concrete offers at this moment in time for Dennis Zakaria, that there's been a lot of speculation, which is not surprising. But he says if something else comes in winter, I can't rule out one of them. And he's talking about Zakaria and Ginter, the defender centre-back, will leave. So, basically he's said more or less, if something does come in terms of a decent offer in January, then they can go. So I don't really understand what United are doing, fecking around at the moment, doing nothing. I don't really understand what we're doing. Just put a bid in. Hey, Owen Larn, you legend, what's going on, bro? Boom, boom, boom to yourself as well. Thank you very much for joining, Owen. How you going, mate? How you going? So, Zakaria's situation, hopefully there's going to be a bid coming, but United are just fanning around as always. Laurie Whitwell reporting that Eric Bailly is unlikely to leave Man United this month. Exits might be late in the transfer window, though, as United seem to keep things late in January. Yeah, like we always bloody do. We're crap at doing early business. So, so there are obviously a lot of rumours, but there's talks. There are no talks ongoing at the moment between United and Fabian Ruiz, which is Zakaria's agent. Man United are now trying to speed things up, so hopefully, that will happen soon. So it's understood Gladbach will accept something in the region of 10 million euros, £7 million to get this guy done. So, hopefully we can get him in. But Eddie's Football Waffle, what's going on? Absolute bloody legend, man. Big up to yourself, man. Yeah, great fan panel earlier, Eddie. Thank you so much for hosting, as always. You're a don. 133 says, very boring transfer window. Yeah, I was expecting it to be pretty intense for United. Few players going out. We have seen a player go out for United so far, haven't we? But we haven't seen anybody come in. I was expecting to see a midfielder come in by now. We'll probably do what we always do. We'll fanny around and get somebody in right at the end of the January window like we did with Bruno Fernandes. Okay, so also, this player that we're linked to for RB Leipzig, Amadou Haidara. Well, there's also now new links and fresh reports that Newcastle United are very interested in bringing him in, and that he has an exit clause in his contract, which is £34 million, around about 40 million euros, and that Newcastle United are willing to pay something in that region to get him in. So that's a player target that obviously is supposed to be linked with United, that Ralf Rangnick's interested in. Newcastle, with their money and everything right now, they're just being linked to every bastard around. So there you go. Bit more transfer news for you there. We might miss out on that guy, but who knows? Ahmad Diallo to Derby County from Man United is unlikely, according to Wayne Rooney, who said, of course, he likes him. But if you're asking me, is he going to be with us at some point in January, then it's very unlikely. So there's a little update there on Ahmad. So reports coming out that Marouane Fellaini could return to the Premier League with Newcastle among the clubs considering a move, apparently. Marouane Fellaini back in the Premier League. Oh, my goodness me. Apparently it could happen. We'll have to wait and see what goes on there. Bit interesting, though, isn't it? Marouane Fellaini. Tahi Chong is expected to return to Birmingham City next month as well. I'm just giving you all the latest transfer news here quickly. Patrice Evra also said that he'd had offers from becoming a sporting director at Man United previously, and also a different president of the football club. So that's very interesting. Like, what's that all about? So he's had offers to be a sporting director previously by Manchester United. I love this game. We should get Patrice on board, man. Honestly, he's the right sort of character, man. He says the right sort of thing. He's got the right sort of passion and love for United. And, you know, I think, yeah, you should get something like that on board, you know? It's like, you could do a lot worse than getting actual football people that care about this football club in positions of power in this football club. You could do a lot worse than Patrice, you know? But anyway, he also said about Paul Pogba, though. He said, Paul Pogba doesn't feel loved in England, especially by former players. A lot of people think he should play better, but I also see gratuitous criticisms about his haircuts or his clothes, which, I mean, is a fair point. But, I mean, he sort of puts it out there, doesn't he? You know, I don't think it's if anybody turned up with those hairdos, people are going to raise their eyebrows, you know. I don't think there's any reason why. It's just the fact that he's a star and he's got crazy hair. You know, that's as simple as that. That's all it is. So, you know, don't peacock if you don't want people taking note. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's pretty much the latest transfer news. Let me just have a look. Oh, thank you very much, Roshmano, for giving me info here on Haaland. We've got a new update from Fabrizio Romano, which has come out this evening at 9:49. And there is a quote here. Let's have a look at this. So obviously Haaland is a player that's linked with Man United. I don't even really think of it as a genuine link anymore because, you know, let's be honest. We're unlikely to sign the guy. There's clubs that are just further ahead of us right now who he's more likely to go to, both financially and just sort of competition-wise, what they're winning and stuff. So, yeah, that's not any of those. I'm just going to show you this, actually, guys. So this is basically from Fab a little while ago in regards to Haaland, just some notes on it. Erling Haaland, quote, this is saying, Borussia Dortmund are now pushing me to make a decision about things, but I just want to play football. That probably means that I'll soon have to get things started, he told Jan-Arne Fjordtoft. I've never spoken till now to respect the club. Wow. So there you go. Looks like it could be happening soon. Obviously, it seems like Borussia Dortmund are looking to cash in financially here. There's offers that, you know, they don't want his contract to be running down a long time either. There's offers that will be coming in the summer. I suppose there could be an offer that comes in January from, I don't know, Man City, or, you know, I very much doubt it, because they spent a lot in the summer. But in the summertime, I do believe there'll be a bit of summertime madness going on for Haaland here to try and bring him in for a couple of different clubs, maybe a big club in Spain, maybe one in Italy, maybe PSG, probably not. But, you know, most likely it's going to be, I think, Man City, Chelsea maybe, you know, who knows, with obviously Lukaku's situation there. Maybe we could try and get rid of Lukaku and bring in Haaland, maybe, you know, something like that. So I think United, though, as much as we should be going to get Erling Haaland, because we absolutely should, I don't think we will. I don't think we'll end up with Erling Haaland. There's links with the club, you know, of course. When Ole Gunnar was here, you know, he managed him previously at Molde. There was that Norwegian vibe, you know, there was a decent relationship. Ole's not here anymore. All that's here now is, you know, the video footage of Roy Keane snapping his dad in two. That's all we've got. So I really don't think there's any realistic or reasonable scenario that he comes and plays for Man United over the likes of City right now, because there's no loyalty there. His dad played for City. City are the winners probably of this Premier League campaign this year, as they have been over the last few years, apart from one. And so, you know, from that point of view, you'd be best set going to that sort of club for your own career, for your history and accolades and winning titles. Whereas United right now, unfortunately, we're in a rebuild still. We're in a transitional period. And for Haaland, I keep trying to call him Alfinger Haaland, no. For Erling Haaland, it just, I don't know, it's just not the most appealing destination right now. It wouldn't be for me. Anyway, he is a great player, and over the next decade, he's going to be one of the best goal scorers in world football, no doubt. But it wouldn't really be the destination of choice for me if I was him, not being a United fan. And if he was not a United fan, I don't really see why he would come to us. Tad Bates says maybe the club are trying to keep Donny as leverage in a future deal for either Haaland or Bellingham. See, great shout. Now, Bellingham is a player I could see end up at Manchester United. That's more realistic, I suppose. And yeah, we could do, there's loads of players we could ship off to Dortmund, isn't there? Donny, you know, fucking Martial, just they can have whoever they want, really. I agree. Maybe we can use some of these players as a make-weight lad. Good point. So, Vincent Bullock says, I think Alexis Sanchez could end up at Newcastle Flying United. A $6 million loan deal to buy a player for $6 million, not click on Pig. What does that mean, Vincent? G-Will says, Haaland, Hong Shitty, let's go for another top prospect, or Kane. Yeah, G-Wolf, I mean, yes, absolutely. I mean, you know, we don't have to deal with Mino Raiola either. That guy's an absolute parasite. I don't like dealing with that guy. And Haaland's obviously represented by him too. You know they're going to just bend United over. If we did go in for them, they'd absolutely bend us over. But, you know, if we get the best goal scorer in the world, who cares? To be fair, you know, you get what you pay for, really. Well, you should. Alexis Sanchez is not the case, but you know you should get what you pay for there. But there's other options. We don't have to deal with those guys. We don't have to get Haaland. There's other options out there. I agree. We passed the 100 mark. People, hey, get in there, Case Later 23. Come on, let's be having you. Where are you, guys? Thank you everyone for smashing that like button on the video. I really appreciate you hitting the like. We smashed 100 likes. Get in there, you legends. If you're new to this channel and you enjoyed the show tonight, get yourself subscribed. Hit the subscribe and also get yourself involved in the chat. Let's hear from you. You're off for a bit, like and sub, you wonderful people. Ellie, thank you so much for getting in here. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, do as Ellie says, and Ellie, have a good one. We'll catch up with you in a bit. Thank you very much for joining. And we've got Gungshi in here. So I need to trim my moustache, right? It's really getting too long and it's itching me. It's itching like my nose and it's itching my face. That's it. I'm going to trim this moustache. You know what? Where's my manscaper? It's in the bathroom. It's been on my balls anyway, but it's all right. I manscape after I get out of the bath, so it's fine. You know, balls to face, it's fine. They're my balls. It's my face. If you're using somebody else's manscape, I wouldn't recommend it using it on your face. But mine, it's fine. I know what I've done with it. I know where it's been. By the way, if you want 20% off Manscaped products, guys, go to manscaped.com and use the code word PIG to get your family jewels in seriously good order for the new year, guys, in 2022. Check out manscaped.com. Use the code word PIG for 20% off any of your order. They got some pretty good stuff there. They got the Lawnmower 4.0. Trim your ballsack up real good, guys. Honestly. Thank you. Right, anyway. Gungshi, you bloody legend. Oh, dear. Gungshi with a 330 NT super chat. Thank you so much for getting in here raw, dude. I really appreciate you. He says, Das Großschwanzformatione needs tweaking, pig. No Bones Jones in and Slabby out. P.S. Love to the mighty Bacon Brigade. Thank you, Gungshi. Let's get some love hearts in there for Gungers. Get in there for the super chat. I appreciate that, man. Love that. Thank you so much. Yes, mate. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, I think that formation needs dropping too, Gungshi. I think we need to go to like a German boob formation or something, you know? No. Something with a bit more substance, you know? But no. What are we on about? What are we talking about? But it does look like a German penis, mate. Look at it. You know, I'm saying like it's a German Schwanz formation. Why? But no, in all fairness, I agree. We need to change things up. I hope we go 4-3-3. I don't really like us playing 4-2-3-1 either. I don't think we've got the right holding midfielders for it. I think we get overrun. I think it's crap. We need to be more gung-ho, more attacking, more aggressive, more set up to be aggressive and attacking. Get in there. Jarvis Cocker says Haaland / Raiola will be perfect for you. I couldn't think of a better club in the world for the money and interest. Yeah, well, that's a fair point, Jarvis. We might be stupid enough to pay the money. But Bellingham's already shunned us, says Big God Bob. You know, things are... I wouldn't say that. Just because he came to the training ground when he was a youngster and decided to go there. I mean, that's a smart move. He probably wouldn't have played any games for us. Now look, he was in the England setup. He wouldn't have got there probably unless United gave him those chances, which I don't think we would have done, you know, as a youngster, 16-year-old. I don't think we would have done. But anyway, if we play Maguire instead of Jones, why don't we play Donny instead of Fred or McTominay? Good question there, Mangeko Sharingan, and I totally agree with you. Why not? It makes no sense. He's great on the ball. Give him a chance. Tomorrow is a good opportunity for Rangnick to do it because McTominay's suspended, so you could put Donny in there and it makes sense. You think we need a couple of Premier League players to seriously? Yeah, I'd bring in Ruben Neves, mate. Ruben Neves. Tried and tested, robust, plays every game. Ruben Neves. He's got a 64-minute release clause, says Daniel. Who's that then? Oh, Haaland. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's not the highest amount of money, is it? So, the Vutilator says Bellingham played very well for Dortmund tonight. He's going to be a baller. But he didn't want to come to us as the Vutilator. No, but again, like I say, I actually think that that's a fair shout from his point of view, you know? If he wants to come to us in the future when he's actually going to play in the first team, then I think he probably would want to. But it's one thing to, you know, I actually admire that. It's like Sancho at City. And Sancho's at City, he could have stayed, and the unlikely chance that maybe they do give him a chance. But in a team full of experienced, established prima donnas on huge money, it's hard to break into that team. You don't get opportunities, so you have to go elsewhere to get those opportunities and to develop as a player. So I actually kind of don't mind the fact that there was a point in time where he turned us down because he was only 16 and he probably thought I can develop better and play football regularly and all that sort of stuff over there, which is true. Surprised no one's paid the release clause yet, says 133. Yeah. Basuma do well at United, says Daniel Jackson. United doing what United do best, absolutely nothing, says Sim. Oh, Mangeko says, I think City have direct influence with players which should play in the first 11 for United, says Mangeko. Oh, man. What's that? Big God bomb, I go mad if I see what? I don't know. McTominay is the clit in the middle, says Madhouse. Oh, dear. Dirty Benjo getting those raw face emojis in there. Nice. Yes, Basuma would be a good shot as well. Seriously, I totally agree with that one, boss. Thicket thinner, says Rushmano. Thoughts on Garner? Seriously, yeah, I haven't seen too much of the guy, but from what I have, I think he looks like a talented midfielder, mate, and I think United could do a lot worse than him as well. He's doing well at Nottingham Forest now as well. I think it's good that he's developing and playing. Maybe he wouldn't do that so much at United, but I just look over the last year to 18 months, and I just think, well, in all fairness, if it's a big if, but if Ollie and if United had just played Garner instead of, take your pick, Fred or Matic or McTominay or any of those guys, if they'd have just played Garner instead, then we'd have probably developed a really decent player by now, and he probably wouldn't have done any worse than those guys did over that period, because I think they've been quite, over the course of the last couple of years, pretty poor, haven't they? Yeah. It means we would loan Eric Bailly for 6 million to buy a player for 6 million, says Vincent Bullock. 5-8. It means we would loan Eric Bailly for 6 million to buy a player for 6 million. Right, okay. Are you talking about Martial? They said there's a £6 million fee that we're looking for. Yeah, that's basically what it is, Vincent. But it's too much money, isn't it, for a loan fee? I think to ask for Tony right now and pay all of his high wages. But is that what you're talking about? Because I was talking about Martial with a 6 million fee. But Eric Bailly, yeah, I'm sure there'd be some sort of fee if there was a deal agreed with him. Rushmana with a £10 super chat. Get in there, you legend. Thank you very much, dude. He says, can we get a cheeky little super chat emoji in there, please? For Rushmano, get in there. He says, Haaland wants 30 million in wages. Riola wants 30 million just for the deal. And Haaland's father wants 30 million. This is the problem. That is sickening, man. His father wants 30 million just for having the sperm that produced him. Are you serious? That's crazy. Yes, Rushmano, that's it. Huge money. You look at how much money, obviously, Riola's taken and got paid. I mean, look at that Pogba deal. He got paid a similar amount of obscene amount of money for that. 15, 20 million, 25 million, whatever it was. Huge amount of money that Man United paid to the guy. And we're foolish enough to do it. But that is a problem, isn't it? You've got the release clause. You've got the amount of money you have to pay. You've got agents' fees. You've got the signing on fee, the bonuses, and if you've got to sort his father out as well, crikey. So there's a lot of things you have to tick off there, and a lot of money you have to spend. I just don't think it's realistic, guys, that Haaland goes to Man United. Where do you think Haaland ends up? Actually, everyone, let me know in the chat. I'm going to say City. I think after Aguero, realistically, they're going to have to do something there in that position anyway. So. Gabriel Jesus is one thing, but I think they'll probably go and get Haaland. Quality sperm, says Reverend. Absolutely. The Vutinator lad says, we need a lot more from these so-called players, that's for sure. Let's see what they give us tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Absolutely, my son. Let's be positive. Let's hope for the win. Kells with a cheeky little soo. Thank you so much, Kells. So, I'm just going to scroll to the bottom here, guys. Amit Kumar says Madrid. Azio Editor says Chelsea. Haaland to Madrid, says Mangeko Sharingan. City definitely, says seriously. Yeah, but United didn't sign anyone for this window, says J King. Not yet, but we probably end up with a dirt cheap signing of Zachariah in the midfield once we've got rid of some players to recoup that money, because United don't like spending. And what we'll do is restructure by getting rid of Bailly, Martial maybe, and then just getting a cheap player in like Zachariah. That can happen. Shazan Ahmed thinks Real Madrid. Eddie's Football Waffle says Madrid, please don't come and beef up City. Yeah, that would be shit, wouldn't it? You know it's going to happen as well. Man United Hodge says, we need to go get Kylian Mbappe. Now, that really would be something. Big game for us tomorrow against Watford, says Daniel Jackson. Our fair play, my son. Ralf just confirmed Slabhead staying captain. Fucking embarrassing, says Andrew. Where's he said that, mate? I don't think that's the case. What are you on about? Where's that? Where's that, mate? J King says, get Maguire out. Oh, hang on a sec. Rushmano sent me something here. Oh, fucking hell, he has as well. More or less. Hang on a sec. We got a quote here. Wait, hang on. We got some quotes here we got some quotes coming through, guys. We got some new quotes coming through from Rangnick. Wait a second. We got some new quotes coming through. Give me a second. Okay, now Slabbington Maguire, mate. Wait. Hold on. Wait, he hasn't. It's a roundabout thing here. Give me a second. I'm just going to get this up on the screen for you guys. Okay, so let's have a look at these then, guys. There's a bit more information we got. Rangnick on Rashford. I was not a striker myself as a player, but as a striker, we all know it's all about playing well, scoring goals and getting assists. If that doesn't happen over a period of time, it is not easy. So showing a little bit of, what's the word? Sympathy to Rashford's plight at the moment. Let's have a look at this quote here, though, on Slabbington Maguire, peeps. Wait a second. So this is Slabby Maguire here. If Maguire, is not playing, then someone else will have to be captain. This can change from game to game, depending on who is playing. All right. Okay, well, hang on a second. Oh, wait, then hang on. This is the actual quote I need to show you. Hold on. I need to show you this. Oh, shit, the bedved. Pavel fucking Nedved. Right, hang on. Let's go. This is the quotes, guys. I'm going to get them up on the screen for you guys so you can see them. So Slabby stays, guys. That is so gash, isn't it? This is what Rangnick said. He said on removing Harry Maguire captain, he said, right now, I don't see a reason to do that. Harry has been the captain, and as long as Harry is playing, he will be the captain. Do you know what, Ralf Rangnick? Get out, mate! Oh, you fucking gone down in my estimations, pal. You've gone down in my estimations right there. Fuck that. Just because he's playing, the only reason he might say this is if he intends not to play Harry Maguire. Fair enough. If he doesn't ever play Harry Maguire, then that's fine. If he just does it in the summer, we take the captaincy off of him in the summer and he never plays, then that's fine. But if Harry Maguire plays and he's captain, then we're having a fucking nightmare. And that is absolute bollocks from Ralf Rangnick, to be honest, to accept that guy as captain. Make the decision. Make the tough decision and get rid of him and get fucking Ronaldo in or whatever. It's bollocks news, mate. Bollocks news. Fucking hell. Rangnick. Bollocks. I'm pissed off by that, guys, to be honest. Wait a second. It's absolute wank. That's absolute wank. Okay, so basically, yeah, as you can see from those quotes, obviously what it insinuates is Harry Maguire's going to be the captain if he's playing, yeah. That's some bollocks news, mate. I'm very disappointed with that, to be honest. I think Ralf Rangnick's had a fucking nightmare by saying that. To be honest, I would have liked him to say something along the lines of, he wasn't, to be honest, he's the captain of the club when I've come in. I'm going to give him a chance to prove himself to me, but, I didn't give him the captain's armband, basically. I didn't give him the captain's armband, and I'd like to give the captain's armband to who I think should have the captain's armband. And I'm going to assess it. Now, that doesn't mean we have to strip him of the captaincy right now, but until I decide that he is the right captain, I'm not going to say that he definitely is the captain regardless, because I want to choose who's right for the captain. That's what he should have fucking said, mate, if he doesn't want to take the armband off of him right now. But what he actually should have done is just strip the armband off him straight away. As soon as he came in, say, you've been playing like shite for United all season long. And in all fairness, we should have given it to somebody else. That's what we should have done. So, okay. The club is Woodward, Ferguson, Feenan and Fletcher, says Sim. Maguire is impotent, says Manchego. Yeah. It's the hope that kills you, says Gungshi. Thoughts maybe Slabby was on the outs. Me too, mate. You know, what's Rangnick been smoking on, guys? Oh, unbelievable, lad. Ralf fucking tragic, mate. Is what, you know, that's what we should call him, mate, because this is a bad bit of news. Like, why would you show support for Maguire right now when he's been so bad? Fair enough. I think he'd actually might play better without the armband. That's what's frustrating about him. I think he melts under the pressure of the armband. I think he might play better without it. So that's what frustrates me. You know, you don't have to give him the armband. As long as the disease is the Glazers is at this great club, no top players will want to come in, says Disco Dave. I mean, we got Ronaldo in, Varane in and stuff like that, to be honest. But I know what you're saying, like some of these youngsters. Surprised everyone didn't think that was going to happen with Maguire, says Vutinator. J. King Pig, you were reading my comment. Where's that, J. King? Did I stop in the middle? How must Harry Maguire be our captain? He is so bad. CR7, they care, Maguire don't. Yeah, that's right. They don't care like they should. Chrissy J comments, but if he drops him, then he won't be captain on the pitch. And that's what matters, says Chrissy J. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Guys, do us a favour, smash that like again, guys. We're going to be on here for a couple more minutes. Crikey, it's already 22 now. I'm going to have to wrap this up in a minute, but thank you everyone for joining us and getting in. Make sure you do hit the like, show your support. It's free. Hit that subscribe button if you want as well. Get yourself subscribed, involved, and all that good stuff. Gungshi with another super chat, lad. He says, strip that armband off that fraud and refashion it into a captain's cod piece for Ronnie. Gungshi, thank you so much. To be fair, yeah, I mean, I don't know if they've got enough material on that captain's armband for Ronaldo, mate, because he's packing those big space hopper bollocks, mate. But no, fair enough. Thank you so much for that one, Gungshi. I really appreciate that, dude. Get in there. Let's get a sue in the live chat. Yeah, take it off of him, guys. Hashtag Slabby out in the live chat. I've had enough of him. Thank you, Vincent Bullock. Appreciate that. You sent me a message on IG, did you? Nice. I can't look at it right now, Vincent, but I'll give you my reaction for the next stream in a bit. Yes, there is FIFA tonight, Disco Dave, in about 45 minutes, bro. Big God Bob says, no freedom of speech here. No, absolutely not, mate. This is a dictatorship, lad. Make no mistake. Man United Hodge with a $5 Aussie dollar super chat, mate. Get in there, my son. Get in here from down under as well. Thank you so much to all the super chatters in here. Rashmano, Gangshi, Man United Hodge, and everyone else. He says, this is not the news we wanted. Rangnick needs to insert his power and strip the gash centre back and give it to someone that deserves it. Mate, thank you so much, Hodgie. It's not the news we wanted, is it? I'm pretty disgusted about that. You know, it's like, I mean, what, you know, I'm sorry to say, but what is Rangnick doing since he's come in here? He's set us up to be Ollie Ball 2.0. He's making all the same sort of errors all over again. I don't really understand it. I don't understand it. He could have been bold. He could have been big bollocked. And he could have taken the armband off of Slabby. And he could have said, yeah, I didn't give him the armband. Somebody else gave him the armband. I want to give Ronnie the armband. You've now got Ronaldo. He's the fucking GOAT leader. He's going to be playing all the games up top for me. I want him my captain. That's the way it is, really. Slabby's going to be vice captain or he's going to be T-boy, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm the fucking Don around here. That's what I do. I'm De Pate. I'm the Godfather. I do what I do. You know, that's what he should have done. Instead, he's come in. I don't really see a reason to take it off him. How about he's fucking shit, Ralf? How about he's actually fucking shite? That's the reason to take it off of him. Because if you play him week to week, he's going to let you down. Because he's a mediocre captain that should be wearing a fucking swimming armband, mate, instead of a captain's armband. Because he's drowning out there every single fucking week, mate. Go and look at the captains we've had at our great club, whether it be fucking Cantona, Keno, Robson, whoever the fuck. Compare them in the same sentence. Say them in the same sentence with Harry Maguire. Do it in your head. Say Brian Robson, say Cantona, say Keenan, then say Harry Maguire, and then go and wash your mouth out with fucking soap, lad. Because it doesn't even go in the same sentence. It's bollocks. He doesn't even compare. So as far as United captains go, how's about that's a reason for you, Ralf Rangnick, to get rid of the captaincy from him? How's about that's the reason that he's shit and that he doesn't deserve to be mentioned in the same breath as a Man United captain that we should have? Really? Oh, my goodness. Thank you, John Miller. I appreciate you. Maguire is Ralf captains. He's not our captain, says J. King. Exactly. You know, he was Ollie's captain. Looks like he is Ralf's captain. What purpose? For what purpose? Weakling, says Yuri, Red Devils. Yes, exactly. Maguire out, says J. King. Conte would have tackled Maguire and Fred to 1 year injury after training sessions. Just Slabby got dirty pics on Ralf, says Shazad Ahmed. Oh, Professor Love for me says De Gea's been the best player by some margin, in my opinion, but keepers rarely get the armband. Yeah, really. I mean, you know, Iker Casillas was a great captain, wasn't he? But yeah, it doesn't happen often. I don't really like it. Does this mean you don't want Harry Maguire as captain? He says Rushmano. Oh, it's starting to go that way, Rushmano. No, you know what I mean, though? Like, I just don't understand that. Like, there's a big reason alone, just his performances this season. J. King says, Ralf, get out. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, this is just silly. It's not a good decision, in my opinion. Just keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything about it, then. Well, it's not a good thing to say backing somebody who's so bad right now. Hashtag Slabby's not my captain, says Vincent Bullock. Let's get a hashtag Slabby's not my captain in the live chat. It sounds like Maguire will be coming back in, says K-Slayer 23. Yeah. Well, here's the lineup, dude. If you just getting in here, that's the sort of lineup I think we're going with Slabbington Maguire at the back. Jarvis Cook says, love the swimming analogy. Maguire needs a freaking raft to stay afloat. Yes, indeed. Oh, definitely. I'd rather have fucking Tom Hanks in Castaway playing the centre-back or his fucking volleyball Wilson. Man United Hodge, thank you for another Aussie Dozzy Dollar Super Chat, mate. Getting in here from down under. He says, even Young is a better captain than Maguire. Yes, he is. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Ashley Young, yeah, he would have been a better captain. Absolutely, he is. He was a better captain than Maguire. Absolutely, you're spot on. Spot on. Sim Rangnick's beginning to sound like Boris, full of shit. I mean, he's got to sort it out. Make some changes. I thought he was going to be like a bit of a, what's the word? Ruffle a few feathers, bit more of a disciplinarian. I'm not seeing it at the moment. I'm not going to lie. It's just more of the same shit. Yeah, we've just got it almost just feels like we've got a puppet in again for the Glazers and the board and everyone. T-Mill says, Slabby is not my captain. Get in there, Easter Island head. Slabby's not my captain, says cool homies. How you getting away with dick pics on YouTube? It's German. Daniel Jackson says, who would you put as captain? Definitely Cristiano Ronaldo, mate. He's the best leader and best player we've got. Get Maguire out, says J. King. Chopper Ralph, says Manhouse. Yeah, exactly, man, Geico. It's just a shit show, guys, anyway. Anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow, but Maguire being our captain, what a farce that is. What a joke, mate. Pissed off with that. Sort it out, Ralf Rangnick. That's pissed me off, that is. Right, okay, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. Anyway, thank you so much. I've got to go because I've got to get on and do the FIFA stream in a bit, guys. So I'm going to have to wrap this video up. But thank you so much for everyone who's tuned in. Do smash that like button before you go. Drop the like. It's free. Hit the sub. It's also free. Click that bell icon. It's also free, and it looks like Luis Suarez. And give it the old Quasimodo treatment. Esmeralda, the bells! So do smash the bell so you get a notification when we post. We'll be back in a bit with FIFA. But yeah, watch along tomorrow on the channel. United news coming. Obviously, we'll keep you up to date with any of the latest transfer news and the latest goings on the channel. Make sure you sub. Make sure you've got that bell clicked and all that kind of stuff. You can follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok. Make sure you do. In fact, let me go get my TikTok link, guys. I want to just do a TikTok raid on my TikTok. Okay, guys, we need some new TikTok followers, guys. That's what we need. So let me just, there you go. There we go. There it is right there. I'll just put a link in the live chat there. Go and follow me on TikTok as well. There's lots of content coming on the TikTok. So go follow it. Go follow it. Thank you very much. Eddie says, great show, Piggo, as usual. And likewise to you, my son, for earlier. Thank you so much for coming on, as always, hosting the great show. And everyone else, thank you for watching this one. We got 125 likes. Appreciate every single one of you that's done that. Have a wonderful night. We'll be back tomorrow with a United game and stuff. But we will be back in a little bit tonight with FIFA Action 2, guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all the super chatters, all the moderators for moderating the chat. Thank you all the members for being members and supporting this channel. Thank you, Disco Dave says hit the like button before you guys and subscribe. FIFA is on the way. Thank you, Disco Dave, lad. Get in there. Roshmano, Sim, J. Kin, Professor Love for me, El Mexicano, Guzman, Gung Shi, Adam Asquith, the Vutinator, all mods, members, and everybody who's been in the live chat here. Thanks for tuning in. That's the end of the preview. Come back after it's finished if you want. Get your score predictions in there, your team lineups in there. Let me know who you'd like to see go and come in this January window as well. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Thank you for tuning in. You've been watching the Flying Pig on Flying Pig United. There is the Aston Villa Man United preview. We'll be back tomorrow giving you all the latest news as and when it happens. Stay classy. This is the Pig. I'm Anna here. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler. As this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. Sea.